Flightboss, bitch. You know, right now we in a good space right now, and you know, yeah, I'm here to let y'all motherfuckers know this is the mind of an Antares moon, and we're gonna get into something real deep. This segment right here is gonna be about. Let's make this about Lucifer, because you know what I'm saying, I'm tired of the 666 and the 666 analysis and the motherfucking association with the look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Pause. But Lucifer is one of the most beautiful beings you can never see. You know what I'm saying? It's only when you equate him with the energy of the torment and everything, you reciprocate his features with being with someone in turmoil and torture and stuff like that. And the only representations we have of that on Earth is things that look like humans with animal faces and shit like that. Where that's the origination, the original matter of how a demon would look like. I don't want you to make it seem like you see monsters and shit on TV and you like, okay, this is what monsters look like, and then you go like on your day-to-day basis after you seen that movie and looked at an animal or something like that and thought something different. The origination of monsters, for people to even create a visual to how a demon or a monster would look, also came from the Bible and stuff like that, with shit like just putting humans with animal faces. And since we're not used to seeing things like that in this time span, it leads you to believe that that's another species as a devil. Word. Demons are some of the most beautiful beings in the world. Actually, look at it like this: if someone is, they say the serpent, and a serpent is not even really equated with Lucifer, but in so many ways it is. But even in the Bible, it say the serpent is wise. So if the serpent is wise, come across some people on Earth that you have interactions with that's wise. And if they're wise and they're lying to you, they're gonna lie to you in a very wise way. So if you're talking about somebody like Lucifer and he know 100 times more than anybody on Earth, why on earth, if he's wise, why on earth will he come to you in a manner that you would think that you know who that is? Why would he come to you in a representation of a being that looked like a demon off a movie? Why would he come to you in a representation that somebody's ugly? If he's wise, he's going to come to you as one of the most beautiful beings in the world. That's going to be the last person you think he is. A demon or a serpent or something like that. When Lucifer comes to you. That's going to be the last person. The last person you think coming to you is going to be Lucifer. Actually, to really get down to the diggity down of it, if you really want to be honest, we could very well say Lucifer created the Bible. Like, you have so many religions out here praying and got all these programs and shit to these religions, and if Lucifer was going to trick anybody, that's how he going to come. And to make you think he's God and he's the most beautiful. You think as a human you're smart enough to detect that? I mean, we as humans, you are now, because you got people like me here now. And you know, before I even really got into this, you know, I've been making people call me my God name. My government name is The Ant. The Ant. Antares, The Ant. That's my government name. And on top of that, the energy I'm carrying, like, I'm just gonna kick it straight to y'all because I don't like to beat around the bush no more. I used to do that a lot. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna give it to y'all straight and direct. I am an archangel. I am the archangel Uriel. I am the light of God. I'm the one who taught Enoch about the planet of the stars. See, I don't like to. I really want to build y'all to what I build y'all up to what I do, but I'm not God. I might come here and act like a representation of God, but that's merely what I am, a representation of God. I'm here to carry out God's duties. And I had to spoon feed and baby feed, and by me being large as in a collectiveness within myself, I had to let a lot of soldiers do the work, a lot of lesser stars do the work. So a lot of people you're watching on the internet and shit like that are really soldiers, are really divine soldiers, and people who are carrying out the influence to get this world and this lifetime span prepared for when the four horsemen come back down here. Okay, now you're kind of getting prepared, but not quite. I mean, let me finish on the Lucifer. Like, I want to tell you like this: Lucifer is an archangel, but the thing humans have to understand is the right or wrongs you're equating Lucifer with is non-existent, and it's been reciprocated from other beings and other Palladians and other star systems here on Earth. Like, remember, I said in the second and third house, there's a big metaphysics, spiritual war going on, big star constellation, big star system war going on, and the people who are involved, there's the Andromedas, the Pegasus star constellation, the Draco star constellation, Taurus star constellation, Gemini star constellation, Pleiades star system. You know what I'm saying? Pleiades is a star system within the span of the Taurus star constellation, and everything plowed in stars. But when we talk about stars and zodiacs and stuff, that's equating the energy to astrology. When you talk about Jesus Christ and all that shit, that's equating the energy to religious. When we talk about particles and densities and gravity and shit, that's equating the energy into science. When we talk about literature and philosophy and all that stuff, that's equating the energy to education. Like, all these are on the same basis. All these are talking about are just different examples of explaining the consciousness. So I need you to understand, don't argue one with another. This is where scientists fall short. This is where astrologers fall short. This is where metaphysics teachers fall short. This is where philosophers fall short, because they lack the integrity to combine everything and rise to the top of the pyramid of the whole situation itself. Like, if you want to talk about concepts, the archangels come on earth to talk about the concept of having a concept. When you want to talk about the big picture, the archangels is here to put in the simplest terms and help people understand the picture itself, for you to even have the thought of something can be a big picture or a small picture. We're here to let you know about the picture itself. Like this, the whole grand scheme of things. We're here to teach you the actual scheme before you even had the thought of something can be a grand scheme of things. This is what the archangels are here to do. And the most powerful are Uriel, Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. Now, okay, let's get into this right now. Lil B, right? He got a song called "Look Like Jesus," right? Now, this could have went two different ways. He could have got ridiculed, or he could have got ridiculed, but he didn't. People actually praised him for that. Like he didn't get a lot of bad. He got negative energy from it, because it's always a good and positive into everything. But it wasn't like the end for him. It was actually like he got a fan base and shit. It was on a note of, it's not so bad. All right, for him to have that, for him to have that kind of energy, that he can put something out there like that, and a large consciousness of people can like it. He's dealing with a large sum energy of formal halt, and formal halt is in 2 through 4 degrees Pisces. So I don't know Little B's natal chart, but for that to work, because it worked. If it didn't work, we could say something else. He got debilitated planet star somewhere, whatever. But it worked. And he said he looked like Jesus and cursing in the church, whatever. He broke a lot of programs up in that. Now, for that to work, for people not to look down on him for that, and for him to actually be put on a pedestal and stuff like that and not be ridiculed for that, he's carrying a lot of energy of Gabriel, the Archangel Gabriel. And for anybody on this earth to be carrying a lot of energy from the Archangel Gabriel, you have to be born within at least close. If you're born close to the degrees of where Fomalhaut is placed, and Fomalhaut is placed in, like I said, 2 to 4 degrees Pisces, then if you're anywhere close to that, you're carrying the energy of Fomalhaut. And Fomalhaut gets direct energy from the Archangel Gabriel. It is the representation of a physical form of Gabriel. So, the Archangel Gabriel. So, let me talk a little bit about Gabriel. Gabriel represents the death of mankind. You know what I'm saying? So, what is the death of mankind? What happened to Jesus? Jesus came here, was the Messiah, had 12 disciples. He was the 13th. He had that one snake, which was the 8th house. Died, went down on the axles of the cross, boom, boom, boom. This is actually the story of what Gabriel represents. And as Fomalhaut being the watcher of the south, which Gabriel is the archangel and the watcher of the south, this is the death. This is the end. This is the cross. This is when, if you want to talk about religion, the people who make conspiracy analogies and equate religion with astrology, they will make assumptions that this is what the sun did, and the sun went down on the axis of the equinoxes and the solstice, which is the 4 cardinal points of the equators. You know what I'm saying? Of the equator. So when a person goes through a death situation and rises above it, this is what Gabriel is the watcher over, and this is what he governs. And this time period of life is through Capricorn through Pisces. So that energy is what equates to what even allowed us to come up with whoever made up the Jesus Christ program and all that stuff. So anybody who's carrying a heavy amount of Fomalhaut, aka Gabriel's energy, are able to come on earth and play Jesus, or play another type of role, a Messiah role, and be accepted for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a little analysis on that. And you have people down here with the Lucifer. It's a little hard because to be a Lucifer degree is a little bit more slightly in the, like, to be a Lucifer star, you have to be real late degrees Sagittarius. And you can't even be a Pacific degree. You have to be a centimeter of one degree and a centimeter of another degree, because the Lucifer star is so far out there that it's being blocked by a bunch of stars in front of it before that energy get equated to Earth. So you will actually have to be another star, or from a, like, that's in late degree Sagittarius. You would have to be one of them star clusters in front of that Lucifer star that's way out of there, and his energy is pursued through those group of stars. And if you one of them group of stars, you will be able to access the Lucifer energy, but you can't actually be Lucifer down here. The only reason you can actually be one of the 4 archangels is if you land on a direct degree, because they control the cardinal points. Like me, I'm Antares, which is Uriel, and reason why I am him, because I land on the Pacific degree. Now, if you land 2 to 3 degrees after or before the actual degree, then you're carrying a heavy of that influence, and you're being influenced by because when you're the actual archangel, archangels have soldiers. You're actually carrying the energy of the teachings of that being, but you're not the actual being. Like, I landed on the Pacific degree, and that wasn't by accident. So I am the Pacific, and it's a group of us down here. It's a group of Uriels down here. It's a group of Gabriels down here. Because the consciousness is so wide broadened. But when it enter into your moon sign, that's when it take initiative as that's the being controlling the thing. Let's look at it like you're a car, right? Okay. The way the car runs, the way the car moves, what kind of car it is, that's your sun sign. The way the car look, what color you want it, the way you wanted it painted, the designs on the car, that's your rising sign. Now, the person who's actually controlling the car is your moon sign. You know what I'm saying? So, once you'll be able to equate that, you'll be able to understand why the moon sign and why sidereal and verdict hold so much great importance to your moon sign. But back to the Lucifer effect, because I'm gonna cut this video short. I need you to understand it's not good. It's not a good or bad thing, and actually you should appreciate Lucifer because his battle is not with humans. So I don't ever want you to think Lucifer is someone you have to battle. Lucifer have done something in our systems, in our judicial and judgmental systems, and our anarchy systems, and our hierarchies and stuff. This is a problem we're dealing with. But to you guys, Lucifer is still an archangel, and I need you guys to still look at him like that because I'm going to end the video off like this. And you can leave a comment if you want me to get into details with this. Because this is going to be a whole nother video. But I'm going to leave this video off with this. Without Lucifer, you motherfuckers wouldn't have had free will. Lucifer is the representation that allow humans to even have free will. And without Lucifer, as a human, you wouldn't have free will. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Flightboss, bitch!